Well, good Sunday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up those football gods here. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Stuart. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. Later on today, we will have, I believe DMV is going to be in the house. We're going to do a live stream. And at some point today, I'm also going to do a test. We're going to be going to training camp August 1st. And one of the problems I've had, because I do a lot of different things, okay? I do YouTube here. I've got a couple of different channels, Cooking and Tailgating with Joe Boo, and of course my day job, which is construction, woodworking, rental properties and things like that. So I'm always on the go. When I'm here, it's very, very easy for me to do, you know, what I do, because I've got my whole studio set. I got this spot I can sit at. I got that side, that spot. I've got 4 screens. I got sound effects so I can go, you know.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Or I could tell those Eagle fans to.
I'm tired of listening to the garbage you talk.
It's real easy to do all of this stuff from here, but not so easy when I'm on the road. And when I go to Oxnard, we're going to be there from August 1st through the 5th. I want to be able to have the same capacity that I have here. And so the best thing you can always do is invest in yourself. And I've purchased a new gaming laptop and all the bells and whistles that I need to go with it, to be able to broadcast from just about anywhere, including having a Wi-Fi streaming box. So I don't have to necessarily be anywhere, that as long as I have a cell signal, I can go ahead and go. The only question is, with using multiple screens, is I don't know how long the computer will actually go without being charged up. So I'm going to do probably just a test run just to see how long can the computer stream without being plugged in. Because you can get one of the backup battery systems and all that, but I don't think I can fly with that, and they're very heavy. So I may have to purchase one when I'm out in California and just have it out there, but we'll see how that goes. But again, it'll be a test of the Joe Boo Broadcast Network. So shout out to my man Law Nation, who has gotten all of these clips of Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, you know, we have to start wondering, is Micah Parsons human? Micah Parsons is so fast that he literally left Tyreek Hill in the dust at the Pro Bowl. Okay, now, you know, granted, Micah Parsons is like that Charles Haley competitor type, that he is going to go all out on anything and everything that he does. I'm not sure that Tyreek Hill was as serious about the race as he was, but you can see here when we're talking about practice, not a game now. You know, you see Micah Parsons, you see some of those guys, they're just kind of saying, yeah, we're smiling. But Micah, he is going all out. He is all in, and he is fast. That boy is fast. That boy is fast. But seeing him working out, seeing the competitor that he is, you have to absolutely positively love it, okay? One of the things that we heard, you know, I kind of heard through the grapevine, you know, I am in Virginia, so I am close to Ashburn, and where the Washington Commanders team players and stuff work out. And I do hear things. One of the things that I heard, because this reminds me of the $6 Million Man. We can make him better than he was. Better, stronger, faster. Da 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 da. Okay. One of the things I heard about Chase Young was Chase Young kind of got full of himself. He believes all the clippings that he is a generational talent, and he is. He is a generational talent. But the thing about being a generational talent is you still have to put in the work. You have the physical tools and gifts that you need to be a game changer. But that doesn't mean that you will become one, because with that has to come the work ethic to be successful, to be that guy, to learn the subtleties, to stay hungry. You can't just kick back and just say, hey, I've already made it, and think that what you did last year is going to translate to this year. I always say Truth be told, if you're not scared about losing what you have and taking care of what you're doing, others will figure what you do out, how to do it better and to do it for less. And you will become history. That's why you always have to be evolving, changing, learning, and staying hungry. That's what Micah Parsons is doing. From what I heard about Chase Young spent a lot of time at the club. Chase Young didn't work out that hard. And I know people will say, well, he had a tore ACL. But that didn't happen until week 9. And in those first 9 games, he had 1.5 sacks. And you could see him going against average offensive tackles and not being able to beat them one-on-one because he didn't look hungry. He just didn't. Now, I don't know how his rehab, if he's got the hunger and the thirst to come back to be the guy, but, as he put it, I'm not pushing to get back on the field, which is kind of crazy to me because a true competitor wants to get out of the hospital bed and start working out. A true competitor, you have to put the clamp on them to stop because they will do too much. A true competitor is like, I don't care what my body's shape is in. I'm going to be ready. I can say that RG3 had that attitude, but he wasn't ready. I remember when they did the whole all in, I went to their training camp and I looked and I said, he's not ready. That knee is not ready. It wasn't ready, and he wasn't. So maybe there's something to that with Chase Young. But you understand what I'm saying about Micah Parsons wanting to be hungry, to be that guy being a student of the game and wanting to be the very, very best and not settling for anything less. Interesting take here. Interesting take that I'm going to give you guys. And I know it's still a little early, but we sit here right now, 61 days, 9 hours, 3 minutes and 50 seconds away from kickoff against the kickoff the season. It'll be 64 days till we have kickoff against Tampa Bay. But I was looking at something this morning that all of a sudden it was like, whoa, dude, are you kidding me? So I want to go back to our matchup with Tampa Bay. We all talk about how we lost Amari Cooper, that the Cowboys won't be the same without Amari Cooper, okay? Let's go back to the Tampa Bay game in Tampa to start the season last year, a game that was close in the end. We lost by 2 points, and there were some calls that went against us. It ended up being a shootout between Dak Prescott and Tom Brady. If we go through, let me pull up the statistics. Look at this. This is what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. Let's look at this for a second. 451 yards. Let me blow it up some. See, this is the kind of stuff that the reason why I invested in doing the other laptop and things. This is one of those things that you can't do with just your cell phone. Put picture in picture and stuff, which we'll be able to do. But look at this. The Cowboys, 451 yards. Tampa Bay, 431 yards. Passing yards, 391 to 379. Rushing yards, 60 to 52. Yards per play, 5.9 versus 6.7. So Tampa Bay definitely was getting more yardage per play than the Cowboys. But here's the thing. Tampa Bay has had a lot of losses in the offseason. We've lost Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson. Okay. I'll give you that, right? But Tampa Bay has lost Bruce Arians, their coach. Now, some of that may be that it was Tom Brady versus Bruce Arians, and that they didn't necessarily get along. But Bruce Arians was definitely the offensive guru to go there. And maybe people will say that Tom Brady doesn't need a coach and that he'll be the offensive coordinator. I hear that, but you still need somebody out there calling the plays. And now you've got Todd Bowles. Now, Todd Bowles was given a shitty hand when he was with the Jets. So his record doesn't necessarily reflect what he is as a coach. But he is a defensive-minded coach, a very defensive-minded coach. So the first thing you have to understand is, how will the play calling change and evolve now that Bruce Arians is not there and you've got Todd Bowles? Now let's look at that 379 yards passing. Tampa Bay has lost quite a few players. Yes, we lost Amari Cooper. And if we go to the Dallas Cowboys game plan, again, Dak had 403 yards passing. It's unbelievable. Amari Cooper, major loss, 139 yards receiving. Amari Cooper had a great game that game, 2 TDs. And that will hurt. That will hurt without a doubt. But I want you to look at something over here. Let's look at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, of course, Antonio Brown, did the good old goodbye, let me throw my jersey and stuff into the crowd. Antonio Brown torched our ass against Anthony Brown. It was Brown versus Brown, okay? And Brown won. 121 yards, a TD. No longer with the team. And I was reading this morning, Chris Godwin, who had ACL surgery in January, who should make a full recovery, right? They're hopeful. Let me go back up to it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are hopeful Chris Godwin will return week 1 against the Cowboys. It's not out of the question. The Buccaneers won't rush Godwin back into action, and it would be a surprise if the star suited up for any preseason games. So he was hurt week 15, about the same time as he was hurt the same time as my God, I'm having literally a brain fart this morning. Michael Gallup. And we don't really expect Michael Gallup to be back then either. So take him off the list right there. And in that game, Chris Godwin, 9 catches, 105 yards. Rob Gronkowski retired. Now, that's not to say that the Gronk won't unretire, okay? He might unretire, okay? That's a possibility. He's retired twice. It wouldn't be a surprise if he decided to show up, during training camp. He just doesn't want to do the off-season workouts. And we can respect that. But if he does stay retired, and understand he's had back fusion surgery a couple of times. He's had a multitude of injuries. He's got his Super Bowl rings. He's got money. He's got fame. He's the party guy and all that. It wouldn't be a stretch for him to say, you know what, I am done this time. And if he does stay off, that's another 90 yards that Tampa Bay had. Between those three guys, do you realize that's 321 of their yards from that game? The next highest catcher in that game was Leonard Fournette, the running back. 5 catches, 27 yards. Mike Evans, 3 catches, 24 yards. Guys, yes, we'll miss Michael Gallup. We'll miss Amari Cooper. But you don't think he's not going to miss Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, and Rob Gronkowski? And I'll even throw in there that Ndamukong Suh has also gone on to the defensive line. And now you have a new coach. And we won't be playing in Tampa Bay after the Super Bowl win of Tampa Bay. I got to say that I believe that the Cowboys, it's trending in the right direction for them to be able to get this game together. The losses for the Cowboys pale in comparison to the loss of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll see what happens on there, but, I'm just an idiot with a day job and a voodoo doll that loves the Cowboys and loves talking about them. But in the meantime, I hope all of you guys are having a great day, and I'm going to run some errands, get the place cleaned up, and then hopefully later on this evening, we'll be doing a live stream with my man, DMV. So you know how we roll, good people.
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is